What if one of the most beaten-down EV stocks in the market is finally preparing for a comeback? NIO stock has struggled for months, disappointing many investors and losing massive value from its previous highs. But now, new developments around Chinese EV demand, delivery growth, and investor sentiment are making traders ask one big question. Could NIO finally be ready for a major recovery? In today's video, we'll break down the latest NIO stock news, what's happening with the EV market, why some investors are suddenly bullish again, and where NIO stock could go next. So make sure to watch until the end. What happened to NIO stock? Over the past few years, NIO became one of the most talked about electric vehicle companies in the world. At one point, investors believed NIO could become the Chinese version of Tesla. But things changed quickly. The company faced slowing EV demand, rising competition, concerns about profitability, and pressure from the overall Chinese economy. As a result, NIO stock dropped heavily from its all-time highs, and many investors started losing confidence. But despite all this negativity, NIO continues to expand its technology, vehicle lineup, and battery swap network. And that's why many traders still believe this stock could surprise the market again. Why investors still watch NIO? One of the biggest reasons investors still follow NIO closely is because the EV industry itself is still growing globally. Electric vehicles are becoming more common every year, and China remains one of the biggest EV markets in the world. NIO is also different from many competitors because of its battery swap technology. Instead of waiting for charging, drivers can quickly swap batteries in minutes. This technology continues to attract attention and gives NIO a unique identity in the EV market. The company has also been launching newer models and improving vehicle deliveries. And when delivery numbers improve, investors usually react very positively. Could NIO stock recover? Now here's the big question. Can NIO stock actually recover from current levels? Well, there are two sides to this story. The bullish side says EV demand could rebound, China may support EV companies, and NIO's valuation now looks much cheaper than before. Some investors believe the stock has already fallen too much and could bounce strongly if positive news continues. But on the bearish side, there are still concerns about profitability, competition from companies like Tesla and BYD, and overall market uncertainty. So while the opportunity could be huge, the risk is also very high. That's why NIO remains a very volatile stock, technical and market sentiment. Recently, many traders have been closely watching NIO's chart for signs of a breakout. Whenever a heavily shorted stock starts showing strength, momentum traders quickly jump in. And if positive news appears during that momentum, the stock can move very fast. Social media discussions around NIO are also increasing again. Retail investors are once again talking about a possible comeback, long-term EV growth and recovery potential. This doesn't guarantee a rally, but it does show that market attention is slowly returning. And in the stock market, attention often creates momentum. Biggest risks for NIO. Before investing in any stock, it's important to understand the risks too. NIO still faces major challenges. The company is competing against huge EV players, including Tesla, BYD, XPeng, and many others. Profitability also remains a major issue. If NIO cannot improve margins and financial performance, investors may continue to stay cautious. Another risk is overall market sentiment. If the US or Chinese stock market becomes weak again, growth stocks like NIO could face more pressure. So while the upside may look exciting, investors should still remain careful. Direct hit outro. So, is NIO stock preparing for a major comeback? Or is this just another temporary bounce? That's the question investors are trying to answer right now. One thing is certain. NIO remains one of the most closely watched EV stocks in the market, and the next few months could be extremely important for the company. But what do you think? Do you believe NIO stock can recover in the future? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more stock market updates and EV analysis videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.